One of the things I've noticed about Latitude is that because it's so family friendly, there are people of all generations here. So I'm going to go around and ask everyone if they have a piece of advice they'd give their younger self.
I'd like to tell my younger self that when you get to be an adult, there's so much fun to be had around the corner. There's a whole world out there. I've just joined a group of synchronised swimmers and we've been performing. In fact, we're going to perform at Latitude later at the waterfront stage in the lake, and we'd have such a lot of fun. I think my younger self would have been amazed to find all that out.
I would tell my younger self that you are beautiful and that you are not as fat as you think you are. Save 10% of your money and do not compromise your principles and personality for anybody, because the right person to love you will love those principles and personality. I would also say that your life is never over. Your life is always beginning again and beginning again. My life began again at the age of 51 and it's the best life I've ever had so far, so you're never too old.
I would definitely agree with Emma and say first and foremost save some money, but I think, do you know what, it's just, I would tell myself that everything's always going to be all right and just be true to yourself and things always work out. Yep. It's all good, but just believe in who you are and just follow your heart.
And everything will always be all right.
Always be all right. Things will work out.
A piece of advice that I would give my younger self is don't be afraid to be embarrassed. Like, just to go for it. Why not?
Just stay authentic. Keep being yourself, because even if people think you're nuts, other people will appreciate it as you get older. There's nothing better than being yourself, being authentic. Because people think you're crazy, but crazy is perfect.
I think it's definitely like thinking outside the box and trying to get yourself in a place when you're younger so that when you're older, which is somewhere you never ever think you're going to get to, and all of a sudden it's there and you're 60, being in that place where you can enjoy things like this a bit more, maybe have a little bit more money, be a bit more secure. And we're winging it a little bit in our life, aren't we?
I'd say never assume, because that can lead to lots of mistakes.
I would say don't try and be like anyone or everyone else. Those things that make you you are what you're here to share with the world. So don't try and play small. Honor those parts of yourself. Be loud, be courageous, and share them.
I would tell my younger self to just let go, say yes to every opportunity, and don't let anxiety hold you back from anything.
The piece of advice I would give my younger self is to look at the let them theory. Honestly, it was an absolute game changer to me. And the whole theory is basically you can't control other people's actions or their emotions. You can only choose to control your own. So if somebody does something, let them. And also let yourself feel your emotions. That's a big one.
Well, it's a difficult one actually, and you can pick a lot. I've been thinking about it for a little while now. And I would say showing a little bit more vulnerability and then be able to ask for help, because I'm somebody who really helps everybody else's, and put on a face thinking everything is okay, but not really sometimes. And the one major thing as well is learn how to say no, I don't want to do that, and set boundaries. That's what I would ask for my, that would say to my younger self. That's it.
Don't base your life decisions around other people's opinions, because yours is the only one that matters anyway.
I'd probably say trust your instinct and always follow the sun.
So, I cannot believe my luck. These are the friends I made yesterday and we've run into each other again today. Do you remember me saying I felt like I was Cameron Diaz going to Jude Law's house? That's how I was made to feel by these two. I'm going to ask Sarah what advice she would give her younger self.
I think, yes, we are delighted to have met Rose. We were very, very pleased, weren't we?
Yes.
I think I would say chill out and relax, and it'll happen, and what will be, will be.
Hello.
Mine would be, I think there were so many things that I didn't do because I genuinely just thought for some reason you only do them when you meet someone. So there were holidays I wanted to go on. I never really saved a lot of money because I just thought, oh, when I meet my husband, we will get a house together or we will do this. It never occurred to me that you wouldn't just instantly fall in love with someone and settle down. And I do loads of stuff by myself now and have a great time, but it never occurred to me to do it when I was younger. So my advice would be, don't wait for anyone to come along to do all the things you want to do, and just go out and do them, and definitely save your own money, because you might not be splitting your bills with someone and you might have to fund all of those bills yourself, and you need to be ready to do that. And it's not the end of the world, but you do have to be prepared for it if that's what happens.
I'd say decide who you want to have in your life and just keep them close and look after them.
Maybe just live in the moment, just bring it back to the present and stop thinking about everything in your head.
Trust the process. Not everything will make sense today, it might not make sense tomorrow, but it will do eventually, and you just have to enjoy where you are right now.